welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. There is a minute of silence, so I'm recording something where I am speaking because my new neighbor is hammering down the bathroom, the kitchen or whatever, and it's been a hell of a noise this morning. Vlogmas will be noisy. I cannot work around it because I don't know his schedule. Whatever, we'll manage. And I apologize, even though I can't even do anything about it. But today I'm coming from my kitchen. I have my flowers from 2 weeks ago, and I have my box of flowers from this week. And I get my flowers from Bloemen van de Teler, a Dutch company that sends flowers per post. And I am really fond of these. The flowers keep very long. I mean, this is the 2-week-old bouquet, and I'm going to pick some out. I have a smaller vase and I'm going to put those in. I thought it would be fun to show a little time lapse of me putting the flowers together. What you do when you vlog, don't you? Isn't that how it works? So yeah, that and the rest will follow later. Probably with a lot of hammering and drilling noise. Oh well. It really is a gorgeous bouquet this time with an orchid. I have not had these. I've had this bi-weekly box of flowers now since I think somewhere in March, and this is definitely one of the more special flowered ones and the more special colored ones especially. I really like it. Here's a freesia, which I absolutely love, so I always put them in the front. They're a bit smaller, so the front is better. But I've not had an orchid, and it smells so good. And this is what I made with the leftovers from last time. So these flowers are already 2 weeks old. Still perfect. Right, I tried to wait for a silent moment. This is the best I can do, I'm sorry. Let's dive into the Advents. I'm going to start with the beer one this time. Robert got a Jever Pilsner, crisp, bitterness, hoppy flavor and dry finish, a German quality Jever refinement. We know the beer. But we've never had it, so because it's a Pilsner, we were like, yeah, usually skip that. So it's interesting how he's gonna like it. I'm gonna pop it in the fridge and we'll see. As you can see, my pretty flowers are here on the table next to me. Oh, the orchid really smells nice. But okay, for my drink, I got a Richard, oh wow, Richard Royal White Tea. Throwing like really shimmers on that. and a very normal white Lindor ball. I have a lot of white Lindor balls because I got a big bag. So that is basically the safest chocolate that I can eat. That goes okay, 1 a day. More disputable. And then of course the fiber in the baggie. And we're going a totally different way today. I've got a big piece, and I think this will be nice for Rolex to make it into a little fade, or a little set of Rolex from yellow to purple over red, orange and pink. So we'll see. I still don't know what I'm gonna make. A new one. Yesterday was definitely a new one because I'm popping these in this backpack from the Wall Met Verve one. And there's 2 baggies in there, so it wasn't the same one as the day before. I know that for sure now. Number 3 in the Wall Met Verve Advent Calendar. It could be worse, by the way. I think he's hammering it out by hand instead of with that very loud, noisy machinery, which I hate. This part of the whole renovation in our house I skipped. I just fled the house and left it to Robert. So, oh well, it's not in my house. It's okay. I have a gorgeous deep pink with a tiny bit of red orangey hint. So we're getting to the darker colors, a bit of speckles in here. It's really, really pretty. I know, I'm not that much of a pink fan. This one definitely is more my alley than the past 2. But in a fade, I'm always okay with that. And then I have more to show you because I sent Robert out for a thing I saw. I am following Starbucks Enschede, which is my local Starbucks. It's not super local, it's still more than 10 kilometers away from me. It is at the university, and my friends, I have 2 friends who work at the university quite close to the Starbucks. So every time I go to the dentist, which is also at the university, or visit my friends, I usually just sit down at the Starbucks and see if they need a coffee break. Or we have already made an appointment, set a date, not an appointment at the dentist, and then I go to the Starbucks to get my treat for going to the dentist. Or I set a date with one or both friends, like, hey, I'm gonna grab a Starbucks and you wanna join me? So oftentimes we get to have like a short break for them, and I have a nice time with both my friends. Sometimes back to back, sometimes all the 3 of us. It differs. But hey, on Instagram I saw they had a Christmas gift package and I couldn't help myself, so I had to get one, and I sent Robert to get it for me yesterday. And in there was this cute keychain. There was a big bottle of syrup. They had the hazelnut one in the advertisement, and I was like, I'm allergic to hazelnuts, could I please swap it? There were 4 options: gingerbread, pumpkin spice, hazelnut and caramel. And caramel was the only one left because I also can't have cinnamon, and gingerbread and pumpkin spice both have that. There's a lot more I can't have. There's potassium sorbate in here, or E2O2, and there's also some citric acid in there, which also meh. But I think with the little bit of syrup I use in my coffee, I will probably be fine. Then, very handy, there was a stamp card, completely full. So that's 1 free beverage, a tall beverage. There was a cup, reusable cup, very handy as well. Already have a few, but in case you forget or in case you go with more people. It's always handy. And there are also 5 of these, and I think you can just take it and get a discount on your drink, though I'm not fully sure. They might also just be for at home use. You can use them however you want them, of course, because they are the limited edition red cups. There was something in it for Robert, of course. The Christmas blends whole beans. Robert has his own little bean thingy grinder. So I was like, yeah, you can have the beans. You could swap it out for a different flavor as well. He said, no, Christmas is fine. It's almost Christmas, so hey, I'll take those. So these are for Robert. I only drink decaf, so. And then there were the 9 Tivana flavors, and I have actually never drunk tea at the Starbucks. So this one I can drink. Jasmine pearls. There's mint citrus, which I will try. Yeah, I can probably drink this one. There's mint blend, which I should be able to drink. There's a chamomile blend, checking, probably good as well. There is green tea Emperor's Cloud Mist, 100% green tea, should be good. There's the white blend, which I shouldn't be drinking because it has pineapple. Okay, then there's English Breakfast, 100% black tea. If I only drink 1 black tea a day, it should be okay. This is a Earl Grey. It has bergamot essence. Bergamot is a citrus, but yeah. And then there's the chai spiced black tea, which has cinnamon, black pepper, star anise, and cloves, which means no. So these 2 will just go in the tea box I have for guests, and the other ones I'm definitely going to try. So that is very exciting. And then, since I am not doing a regular podcast this month, Vlogmas is enough. This is already going to be a longer Vlogmas. I want to try and keep them under 10 minutes, but I just chatter too much. I just have too much to share and too much to show. So, but I do want these mitts to go with my husband when he goes on his bike and he needs fingerless ones that are a bit warmer than the ones he has. So they've been on my cart ready to show you in a podcast for, I think, a week now. And yeah, just didn't happen. So let me show you. Here is how it looks. And there is a little lace pattern. You might be able to see the bling of my ring there. It basically is a yarn over knit 2 together pattern. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I'm not sure if it's also available somewhere else. It's called Marsha's Mitts, and I'll link it in the description box because I forgot the name of the designer. The yarn I used was a unknown one. I lost the label. It's something with bamboo, a blend of wool and bamboo. That's what I can feel. And I knit these on 2.25 millimeter needles, so super tight. So it is a bit wind and weatherproof, I hope. Well, you don't have to go out in the soaking rain. I mean, it's still yarn and not leather or something, or Gore-Tex, but now I can finally give them to Robert and say, here, you can use them. And then the progress on my socks. I have put them in this Knitting I Love needle keeper, so the bag won't be poked and the needles won't poke through that. And I have done a bit. I have now 3 colors. It is day 3, so I'm on track. I'm in doubt if it is enough to do a color a day, so I have to do some calculations. one repeat of this pattern is approximately 0.75 inches, and I also have to do some math on the colors, if I have enough yarn to do 2 socks the way I want to do them. So these are based on my adventuresome wrap, which I have here. I folded it up because otherwise it's way too big. The plan I have is that I start one sock from this side, and the other sock I start from the leftovers on this side. And 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. It's 28, so I would have 14. So I don't have all the colors because some I ran out of on this one. I'm gonna do some stash diving because some colors I ran out of for this one, but I do have another mini skein of that because they were leftovers from an advent calendar. When you have a 100-gram skein, you can't really get 10 minis out of it unless the skein is very generous. You will always end up with less than 10 grams at the end. And yeah, so this will be sock 1, and then this will be sock 2. I think it looks nice, and the heel will be in the main color because I have plenty of that for heel scuffs and toes, and that will draw it together and make it a pair. So yeah, I have to do the calculations now, and it's not helping for brain. Then you can see I put it here already, but since I already did the flowers on a time lapse, I thought I'll save this for tomorrow and do this tomorrow in yeah, I might actually unpack it now, but I'll do the time lapse in tomorrow's vlog because I have very limited content for the next few days, and well, I have very limited content. I can do a full podcast for 3 or probably 3/4 or to an hour now, or I can just divide it over the next few days, and that's what I wanted to say because I also have awesome acquisitions here, and yeah, I already did the finished object now. I have a whip. Acquisitions will be Sunday probably then, and tomorrow we'll do this one. We'll set it up, we'll open it, and we'll enjoy that. Oh, I remembered, Sunday might actually be Christmas tree decorating, so acquisitions will have to wait until next week. Sorry about that. I understand you're looking forward to it, but yeah, it's not that much, but it is quite substantial enough for a small segment. Yeah, I'm gonna leave you for today. I mean, I'm not getting happier with that hammering beside me. I'm pretty sure you can miss that as well. The cats are sleeping. How? Snoring wildly. A friend came over this morning and she stayed for 3.5 hours and we chatted a lot. So the cats were very active this morning. I think that's why they're really exhausted now. So yeah, I will see you back tomorrow, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.